Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Mikey's. Welcome to the first video on the channel. Before I even get started with the video, 0% of you guys are subscribed, and this is a fact, because this is a new YouTube channel, and if you think you were subscribed, double check, because you were not subscribed. So let's get started with the story time. How I almost went to jail. So, if you know, when you're young, you're not the brightest, you're really stupid, and you don't make very smart decisions. Well, this was the definition of me. When I was young, I was in a friend group filled with just dumbass, stupid ass people. And when I look back at it, I should not have been in this friend group, but it gave me a lot of stories, so it's alright. And one of the main people in the friend group, like the dumbest of them all, the person who started everything, I'm gonna call him John, just because I want a fake name for him so he doesn't get exposed. But John was the stupidest of us all, and we would all follow him. Like, he'd do dumbass shit, like 24-hour challenges, like sneak into like some abandoned pool, egging cops, egging anything really. It was hella fun, but it was hella stupid, so I wouldn't do it if I were you guys. The other person, is like a group of 3. The other main person, I'm gonna call him Wesley. So Wesley, all he knows is drugs, man. Like, he sells them, buys them, eats them, he does everything, man. So I'm not gonna go into too much detail, because I don't want this video to get demonetized, but he was a third of our friend group. And so after school, every single day, we would go out to our local grocery store and just buy eggs and throw them at whatever gets us in the most trouble. Normal people, when they go in a grocery store, they just buy their food, eat it, and then go home. But that's not us, bro. When we went into a grocery store, we'd like mess with people, we'd troll people, go up to people and be like, yo, are you pregnant? Because I am. Just stupid shit like that. It didn't even make sense, bro, but it was so funny. So we didn't have infinite money, so we would go to the store and just buy a carton of eggs every single day. We'd buy a carton of eggs, we'd buy some snack like Sour Patch or something, we'd buy a soda, and we would be so loud in the store. And eventually some triggered lady would like call the cops on us, and before they call the cops, they yell, because this is a Karen, alright. They get so mad, dude. It's ridiculous. And we don't even like talk to them. We're just trolling them. They'd be like, yo, I'm gonna call the cops on you. And we'd be like, call the cops on my butt, fool. It's just dumbass shit like that. Yo, what's that, fam? Alright, we're good. So, about the story, how I almost went to jail. Story starts with Wesley. He had a girlfriend named Peach. I'm gonna call him Peaches, bro. I like Peaches. I had a peach. But Peaches ended up dumping Wesley because he's just a drug addict. He does too many drugs. And so we decided, an irrational thing, we decided to egg Peaches' house. Like, if you're in a friend group who doesn't egg people's houses after they dump him, get out of that friend group, man. You're a disappointment to the boys. So it was a Wednesday when we found out this information, and we started telling everyone in the school, yo, we're gonna egg Peaches' house, man. And it was the funniest thing. When I look back on this, there were about 150 kids just going up to me in school like, yo, I'm so hyped to egg Peach's house on Friday. Just shit like that. And so on Friday, 150 kids, this is no exaggeration by the way, said they were going to be there, because the plan was to meet up at some abandoned elementary school. And so we were all going to meet up there. Everyone had to bring $10, and we were going to buy eggs, go egg it, and then go home. That was the plan, but it did not go according to plan if you are watching this. So right after school, me, John and Wesley all went to John's house. There were like 5, 6 other kids there, and we were all just playing Xbox, having a good time, just normal stuff. And then it goes around 12 p.m. and this is what I had no idea this happened, but Wesley ended up saying like, yo, I'm going to Peru in the morning, bro. I have to dip, man. I can't be here. And none of us knew. Like, there's only one person. I forgot his name. I'm gonna just call him Chad. But Chad just told us that, yo, Wesley dip, man. It's some bullshit. Because Wesley known as like the liar. If I have a stream with him and you're watching my stream, you're probably gonna see him. He's the biggest. Like, he does not tell the truth at any time. So, like, for example, if he makes $100 in a day, say, yo, bro, I made $102 yesterday. Like, he can't tell the truth. It's illegal for him to tell the truth. So the time came. It was like, the plan was to meet up at the elementary school at 1:30. and John's parents were not home, so there were like 10 people saying they were going to sleep over at John's. Other people snuck out. Is madness. So remember I said 150 people were going to go? We pulled up to the school. It was left about 125 because we live really close to the school. We pulled up. This is no exaggeration. There were 50 kids with their shirts off, just in a big huddle, in a football huddle, just chanting it like EGGS. We're gonna egg. It's the funniest thing, man. And it was 2 a.m. as well. So we pulled up and we were like, yo, guys, shut up, man. The cops are gonna get called. It was the funniest thing. So we pulled up and we just saw this. We're like, yo, this is a disaster, man. Why are there so many people here? Because we thought there were going to be like 10 people, not 50 people. And I might have said there's 150 people saying they're going. A lot of people just forget, they just can't be bothered, or they get caught sneaking out. So 50 people is hella good, dude. I've never egged a house with 50 people before. So we dip immediately as we pull up, with everyone with us, obviously, because we got to be quick, man. We got our fortnight win streaks to get to. And so just imagine this, right? 50 kids without their shirts on, and then there's us, like 10 other kids, just biking into like the shopping mall to buy eggs. And just so you know, this shopping mall is 2 rows of eggs, because like I said, we live in kind of a poor area. So this shopping mall knows what the customers like, and what we like is eggs, because we buy eggs at least twice a day, and they probably sell at least 200 cartons of eggs every single day. They got everything else, but they got 2 aisles just dedicated for eggs, man. It's ridiculous. So we all pull up and we buy like 2 cartons of eggs, 24 eggs each, 60 kids, 24 eggs. You can do the math. It's a lot of eggs. And just so you know, Peach's house, she lives in like a rich area. So there's 2 areas. There's a poor area and a rich area. And she lives in the rich area. It's like really hilly, a bunch of forests. It's like the perfect house to egg. Can't get caught, man. There's like one cashier there at 2 a.m. So she's just laughing her head off. It's the funniest thing. We all dip and we're just biking, like one hand on our bikes and the other hand just holding 2 cartons of eggs. It's ridiculous. And just so you know, there's 20-minute bike, this 2-mile road surrounded by fences, and we have to bike across that road to get there. There's no escape, so we all had to be dead quiet, which is really hard if you've ever been around 60 kids. So we were dead quiet this entire time biking across this road, because if the cops get called, you're done. You can't get out, bro. Like, that's it. So we get to the end of the road, and there's this giant hill, because none of us had ever biked here before. There's this giant hill, and we had no clue there was this hill. So we had to ditch our bikes, because this hill was like 100 feet tall at a like 90-degree angle. It's ridiculous. So there was a park nearby, and we all dipped our bikes there. And it took up the entire field of our bikes, dude, because 60 bikes, man. If there's a guy there just trying to steal our bikes, he would have made so much money that night. And so we go up the hill, and we're all walking with our cartons of eggs, like just carrying them side to side. And there's this one kid who literally best friends with Peaches, and he knows everything. So I'm gonna try and explain the roads. Just imagine you're playing Slither.io, you're going side to side, and you know how the snake curves out? That's the road. It's just mad. So we're going through the roads, and we get to our house, and it's like a one-way road. It splits off from the main like Slither.io road into this one-way road, and there's 4 houses, and we didn't know which one. Everyone was just yelling, and some kid just started to throw their eggs. We were trying to find out which our house is, and we were all just chucking eggs. It was like some giant poured maple syrup across these houses, but it was yolks instead. It was just raining eggs, man. And we had about 1,000 eggs. So just imagine everyone throwing eggs. We were there for about 1 minute, and then one of the houses we're throwing at, Peach's dad comes out of the house. It's like, yo, what are you guys doing, man? And everyone just dips. Like, we're completely like chickens, man. Everyone dips out except for John. And I also dipped. I don't know what. I should have stayed when I think about this. John's standing there, and it's like, catch me if you can, I'm the gingerbread man. Some shit like that is so funny. And he starts throwing eggs at the dad, man. And that's like a 6'2" guy, 250 pounds, and he just starts quarterbacking into this guy. And John's like, he's not the biggest guy. He plays football, but he's not the biggest guy. He's like 5'8", and he just jukes out the dad completely. The dad just runs by, and then he yells it again, the gingerbread thing, and he dips into the forest. And so all of us, we're completely dipping. I had no clue this happened until after, and we were going down the massive steep hill, and we just started walking because it's a massive hill. And then these two cop cars just pull up side to side, and one of them comes out and is like, "Yo, what are you guys doing? It's 2 a.m, man." And everyone just dips because they've no experience with cops. And then John, I'm standing there like, yo, what are these guys doing? John comes out from the woods completely like bare ass naked for some reason. All he has is his underwear on. I don't know why he's naked, dude. But he's like, he's yelling the gingerbread thing again, and he starts throwing eggs at the cops. And I'm just laughing my ass off. I can't even get an egg thrown because I'm laughing so hard because he's butt ass naked, only his underwear on, throwing eggs at cops. And like the cops come out of the car, and he goes for his like, I don't know what it's called, but like where the gun is, you know, the belt, there's like a holster or something. He reaches for that. I was like, hell no, dude, we ain't going in this. And we dip into the forest, back to the park. And half the kids just dipped home. They're like, nah, I'm done. But the other half was like, yo, what's the plan, fam? And so once a house is marked as we're going to egg it, we have to throw all our eggs. Because we don't like wasting eggs. We have to throw all the eggs there. So if you know on Snapchat, we had a whole group chat with everyone on it. And you know how when you're on the group chat, there's like a little person looking up? Like your little Bitmoji is on the group chat. That was Wesley's Bitmoji the entire time, because we're making this entire plan of how we're gonna go back for part 2 on this group chat. And I mean, now that I look back on it, we should have made another group chat. It wasn't really a smart idea to have Wesley, who wasn't even there, he just dipped home, on the group chat. But we had an entire plan. I'll draw on screen. We had like a map of what we're gonna do. We're gonna go through the forest, like through our backyard, and stand like 1 foot away from our house, just chucking eggs into like the open windows, chucking them on the roof, chucking them out the wall. So that was a plan. It was a perfect plan. So we had about 30 kids left, and we all went up to our house. We were gonna go through a back garden and then into a side gate. So we were in a back garden, and then we went into the side gate, and we're walking through to get to the front. We open, you know, that fence. We open that fence, and her dad is just standing right there, 6 foot dude, 150 pounds, and he grabs this tiny ass kid who's at the front. He's literally the definition of a stick, man. And he grabs the guy, and he's like, "Hey, you guys, don't come back." And we're like, "Hell no!" 15 of us completely dip. And then the other 15 of us just start chucking eggs at this guy. And he's like covered in egg yolk, head to toe. And if you've ever had eggs in your eyes, it stings like a bitch, man. Like both the stick guy and the big guy were just covered. And so he falls over backwards. And half of us dip because we're like, nah, bro, I ain't going with this. Stick guy, he falls over with him. He rolls out of his like belly. And he just dips. He's like, nah, I'm done. I ain't going near this. And then me, John, and like 2 other kids walk past the guy who's on the ground. We thought he was unconscious or something. And we just started chucking eggs inside the house. Because there's this window open, and we were just chucking eggs. Like, there's a speaker playing XXXTentacion. It was crazy, man. It's like, moonlight, oh, moonlight, oh, I want to be moonlight, oh. It was sick. And so we're chucking all these eggs, and we had about 7 cartons left. And then the dad gets up, and he starts like, he walks around, because he's like, there was birds over your head when you're like hella dizzy in those cartoons. It's like, yo, this guy's up. So me and John, we grab an entire carton of eggs, and we have it like positioned at him with the eggs out, carton open, and we just chuck the entire carton at him at the same time, and he doesn't even fall over. He doesn't even flinch. He just takes it like a man. He's like, oh hell no, dude, I ain't done with this. So, the other kids dipped. It was just me and John there, and the dude just starts like NFL quarterbacking right into us, starts sprinting head first. John like dips, he just jukes the guy out, but I'm standing there like, yo, this massive guy is just running at me. I have a bunch of eggs in my backpack, dude. Like, what am I supposed to do? So I take one step to the side and he runs right past me, and this isn't even an exaggeration. He just keeps on running, dude. And I dip into the forest. Me and John meet back up. We go to the park to our bikes, and we were dead. We were dead. Like, so tired, so hungry. I forgot. I might have DoorDashed something, but I completely forgot. And we just slept in the park, like under a tree. Like you see in those movies. We had a blanket, so it wasn't that bad. We live in California, so it wasn't cold at all at night. But while we were sleeping, the entire neighborhood smelled like egg yolk. It was bad. And when we woke up, it was even worse. Because if you've ever egged a house and you egg something, the egg yolk, it doesn't just like slide off. It sticks to the house. And it's like super hard to get off. You need like a hydraulic water pressure thing. Everyone in our neighborhood had it because everyone got egged, so it was fine. And yeah, we just woke up, we biked home like it was nothing. My parents were fine. It was a sick night. And so I go home, I'm like, yo, how did the dad know we were coming? Because we had no clue at the time that Wesley was a giant snitch. We eventually found out because Peaches was completely chill about it. He was like, yeah, no one likes a snitch. He's like, yeah, it was Wesley. He told me everything. He was on FaceTime. He told me all your plans on the group chat. And we were done with Wesley, man. You know what happens when you snitch? You gotta go for part 2. So thank you guys for watching this video. I'm gonna end it here. It's getting kind of long. Thank you so much for watching again. I got a Twitch. I stream on it. Twitch.tv/Mikey's. Go check me out if you have any more questions about the story time, or if you want some more information about it. Check me there. I stream sometimes. I don't really have a schedule yet. Appreciate you guys watching this video all the way through. Comment Snitch 2020 if you watched it all the way through. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.